Welcome to our third EEA, what we used to call Summit, but we've changed the name to Symposium.
This is a perfect industry in terms of a laboratory. So literally, what are the first three things that come to mind? Don't think about it. We want top of mind, just whatever it is. This is cool. Ignore the noise. All, in my opinion, we should try and remember is that we're going to try and account for everything. Say congratulations to our first graduates who graduated yesterday from the executive course that we've run since last September. So if I could ask you all to stand up. We're going to sign it here, an agreement between King's École Hospitalité Lausanne.
So there are studies out there that say, well, real estate in particular as a sector is particularly vulnerable to transition risk. It accounts for a little over a third of measured emissions, according to McKinsey.
The ISSB is striving and providing that leadership to converge this fractured landscape of reporting. And ideally, it'll benefit both the investor as well as the preparers out there in terms of cost effectiveness. But we do need your help.
This is, of course, also a tool that you could apply. It's a freeware tool. You can download it online where you can simulate some energetic retrofit and see whether it pays off financially, but also in terms of the embodied carbon that comes along with that energetic retrofit.
So we're joined today by 4 highly regarded investment companies that are going to share their own perspectives.
The banks are not just box ticking, but they're actually having a more proactive, involved role in the assets journey.
More than one lenders have been receptive into upsizing in the current environment our loans in order to finance further green initiatives in the property. So they're open to it.
The bank was certainly wanted to make sure that whatever KPIs we mutually agree to is something that is ambitious, but something that's also theoretically possible.
If you can make the buildings more energy efficient, through all the various ways of doing so, you make it cheaper to run. And that's how you win here, because then you can pass on the cost saving to customers and you will be the winner.
As one of the biggest owners in Europe and other owners, to create this marketplace. More than 80% of what was thrown away can be either reused or recycled.
One of the things that we suggested we should do is introduce a tech refurbishment program, but it will actually double the life cycle of the PCs.
For one of our hotels, we decided that we would have to reduce the food waste cost from 9% to 5% in the next 6 months.
They're cool, aren't they?
So we know data, and we're hearing it today as well, is what we need to manage.
We need to do more about doing stuff rather than just talking and slightly hiding behind the word data.
Football or sports today is all about data. And I think hotels need to change that mindset.
I think we have to translate all of it into financial metrics to begin with. Again, it's back to when the money flows, action will happen.
And that's why there are these number of digital platforms that are coming in nowadays that I think can be really useful in democratizing the whole process in a way.
We've just got to get much, much better at, this is the collection, the validation, It's about automation, it's all the things we discussed, right?
So I'd love to know what you think other people in your organization think and its importance to the business.
Verdant is the commercial leader in hotel smart technology in North America.
We focus on carbon-free heating and cooling of real estate, if it's new or even if it's existing.
For those of you who haven't heard of Drax, we are the largest supplier of renewable energy in the UK.
Connection between what people value and believe and what they actually purchase can often be very tenuous.
Being wasteful is not anymore about opulence. Luxury is now about choice.
The true change has to really come from the individual consumers. We need stronger voices that are reaching out to different customer segments.
And it is that difference in behavior that drives what's going to happen at the end of it.
No question that, the data is the place to start. And then we can have a debate about how much of that needs to get fixed through behavior. But first you got to know what the problem is. On the strategic transformation, you are supposed to do both and. You are supposed to run faster, and at the same time you need to find how to do things qualitatively different.
Vision, simple rules, and trust your age factor.
It's about us. It's about people. And that's really a really important point, I think. It is about this shift in people's heads, in our own heads and in everyone else's heads. Not just get paranoid. We can determine our future. This is about opportunity as much as it's about risk. Yeah? And actually, the insurance mechanism can be probably the first mechanism that'll start to shift things. Okay, so that's it. Thank you all so much, and see you next year, hopefully.